So if you remember last time we were at Fuji, there was a studded driver who caused plenty of chaos and mayhem throughout the race, and near the end of the race, he even got himself some well-deserved karma, and it was a quite satisfying ending. Well, today it's not quite that different, as there is a studded driver who's causing plenty of chaos, except this time I took matters into my own hands in terms of showing him what he deserves, and also natural karma took place as well, and he got pretty much what he deserves. And even until the end of the race, it was a pretty cool battle with a Frenchman that lasted pretty much until the final seconds of the race. So make sure to stick around so you don't miss that. Enjoy the video. So we're starting 4th in this race, and the man to keep an eye out for is none other than the pole sitter himself. The leader there in the Ferrari, I believe, is driving a Ferrari from Austria. So the Austrian in the lead, as well as the Frenchman behind him. These are the two guys to remember, or to keep an eye out for, especially as we go through the first corner here. Currently you can't see them because of the Polish guy, but you can see the Frenchman has just sent it down the inside of the Austrian. Pretty clean move there, but the Austrian not happy with that. There's a bit of contact in the exit, just a small ram from behind for the Frenchman. And you can see we've already managed to somehow pull away from the group behind us, the Dutchman there and the French. Already more than a second gap ahead. And as you go through the long, seemingly endless right-hander here, keep an eye out on the Austrian guy once again, as he just sends it down the inside of the Frenchman. And everything is about to change here, as it was a pretty dirty move, to be honest. It was a pretty late move, and the Polish is going to try and overtake the Austrian, but he's not happy with that as he squeezes him into the wall, and then he hits the Frenchman as well on the other side of the track, and that just leaves me and him fighting for the lead here, and he's already trying to take me out. However, I wasn't having it with him at this point, so, you know, just push him off. No one saw anything, right? No one saw anything. Just, you know, push him off the track, put myself into the lead, and from his point of view, you can see him there turning into me, even though I was clearly right behind him. Maybe he just doesn't have the radar on, who knows. And you can see as I squeeze my way through, the Polish guy also not happy with him, barely leaves him any space there. Bit of oversteer for the Ferrari as well, and behind him there's plenty of fighting happening as well. Nothing too major though, even though there is a Peugeot off the track there. The Frenchman trying to send it down the inside, but not quite able to. The Frenchman, and as we go through the first corner here, you can see the Peugeot and the Frenchman going for a battle. Ferrari slightly overcooked it on the brake, and the Frenchman goes into second place. And this is where it all starts going south here for our Austrian friend here. As we go through the second corner, this left-hander here, he slightly misses the braking point, goes a little bit wide. And I think he even tried to hit the Frenchman there, but missed. And just drives straight into the wall, gets himself a 1.5 second penalty. And then he just disconnects, which is great. So, you know. And that's pretty much it for him. However, the Frenchman is pretty quick because he qualified ahead of me, and you can see him there right behind me as we go through what once used to be the chicane. And I'm actually going to let him through here because, well, I've seen how he got overtaken. It wasn't exactly fair, and I thought if I want to win this race, I want to win it fair and square. So I let him pass, and I tried to overtake him fairly. And already on the exit of the second to last corner, you can see I try and go for a move here, and as we go through the final corner, because it's a very long straight, I aim to get a better exit. You can see me straightening the exit there. However, I go slightly into his back, which gives him the momentum. However, with the help of the slipstream, we actually managed to have more momentum than him as we go through the first corner. Try and send it down the inside, slightly overcook it on the brakes. He's going to try and go for the cut back there. However, since the Mazda is actually quite slow in a straight line, even in the Volkswagen, he manages to get the position back.
It was at this moment that he knew he f***ed up.
And right there, that he just was like a pixel off, and that managed to get him a 1 second time penalty. So an absolute disaster for him here. So I just needed to keep it within about 2 seconds, and I should be able to make it on the straight. So by the time I actually get to the straight, the gap has opened up to 1.5 seconds. And it's still actually going to be more than enough for me to get the position. You can see me there just maximizing the slipstream, because once again the Mazda very slow in a straight line on top speed. And we go into the lead for now. However, as we have established earlier, this man is pretty quick, very quick. So definitely should not exclude him out of the race yet. As we go through the first corner even, I'm actually, you can see I just dipped 2 wheels on the grass, and a bit of a mistake there, a bit of oversteer. Very easy to do there. I think maybe it's a weird glitch with the curbing. I'm not really, honestly sure. I'm not sure if curbing is a word even. So as we go through the hairpin here, you can see he's managed to catch back up with me pretty quickly. And as we go through what used to be the chicane, there he is in the radar right behind me. I'm even forced to go defensive through this corner here. He's going to try and go around the outside, but I outbrake him and also defend the inside nicely. So he's unable to go for a move. And once again through here, I'm also going to go very, very defensive. Just make sure he doesn't go for a move. Yeah, because keep in mind, this is now the final corner of the race. So if he overtakes me, it would be difficult. However, it looks like he made a mistake there. And even though I get a very terrible line out of the final corner here, it's not going to be enough for him to catch back up, to slipstream past me into the line. And yeah, we managed to win the race, so I was very happy at this point. I was even singing "We Are the Champions" as I crossed the finish line. So as you can imagine, very happy with that. And you can see the gap there was even less than half a second. I genuinely enjoyed this race, and probably one of my favorite victories ever. But that's going to be the end of this video. If you guys have enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button down below, and also don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.